All right. Morning, everybody, or evening for the Bali residents, and somewhere in between for all my India people. Shout out to Haxi for the short Ethereum call. Good stuff. You can go to my YouTube to get to all these, but you know what? I'm gonna start sharing this in the group too. That way you guys can just join through here if you want. Ooh, oh, my connection's so bad. All right, there it goes, back to decent. But bow. You know what? I'm gonna try and get some cool music going behind me. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I know Connor's proud of me. Look at me not using shitty internet. I'm using the Brave browser with DuckDuckGo. So none of my information's getting stolen. I'm not a dick getting screwed. I'm doing whatever I want. 70s Japanese jazz mix. It's always a go-to. We're going to turn this down. It's going to be background music. Sorry, I kind of started a little late today, so we're just going to see if we can dial this streaming thing in. I got nobody in here anyways. I've been streaming for a couple minutes now. I'll be interested to listen back and see how loud this music is. All right, so to actually get into it today, let's start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's struggling here at the 40K level. It's bullish. It's super bullish. For anybody using the strategy, we had two great entries since this dip from 31K. We had a great entry right here around 34K that took us up to the 200 moving average. When we closed above, reclaimed, we could have reopened long. I would have taken some profits here for sure, though. And that's just a quick, that's a quick 70% on 10x. That's fucking good. Decent profits. Anyways, close back above 200. You can look to get back in. Here we get a little bearish cross. Truly, without the market really moving in large trends with it kind of ranging, this hourly time frame is great for this strategy. 7% back down over here, and then here's the cross that everybody wanted to see, right? Here's the one that got you into yesterday's move yesterday morning. We crossed up right at 36K. This is the 13th. Sorry, this is not yesterday. Yesterday is the 15th. So 3 days ago, around 4:00 p.m. my time, 17 military time, gave you a great cross entry here. Really good. This is what you want to see. You want to see these moving averages kind of coiled together, bunched up. When they're real spread apart like this, you'll see the swing. But when they're coiled up, when it crosses, it's going to move. It's going to move quick. That's just how this works. When they're coiled up, they're ready to go. Let's see if there's anybody in here. Nope. All right, this is going to be a rewatch stream for everyone in the group. Seems like nobody's really that interested in the market today either. Of course, that could just be my group. I'm not sure. I'm always interested in the market because I like to make money. And right now I am doing that pretty well just from holding spot positions. Futures is okay right now. Nothing wrong. I can't complain about it, but spot is where it's at. And I keep preaching that to the group, you know, and everybody really that I come in contact with that wants to trade futures is, hey, futures is great, but spot is what will really take you far in this investing game. Especially in crypto where you can get such good gains without leverage. In Forex, you know, that's what you do. You leverage trade, okay? But in crypto, you don't have to leverage trade. You can use maybe 10% of your margin for leverage. That's it. That's all you need. The rest, put it in Bitcoin, put it in Ethereum, put it in tokens you truly believe in. I truly believe in Solana right now. It's a great token, and you guys know where I'm buying it. I posted a buy setup for it a few days ago at $36 to $34. Average entry $35. Currently trading right at 40. I think it's going to pull back though. I think we're going to see shallow pullbacks before we head higher. And basically, here's why. So we had this catch of support at the 0.5 fib. This fib is now acting as amazing support. I don't even really expect it. I just spit coffee on my new computer. That's great. Oh yeah, I got a new computer. It's nothing crazy, nothing special, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll work nicely, and I like it. I like the Brave browser and everything set up on it too. I think it's a little bit faster, but anyways, good support. Or really strong support down here around 35K. We also have good support right around 39K and 38K. So big levels. But here's another reason why I'm so bullish. In Bitcoin, on the 12-hour, we got a bullish cross. Now, this is a lot. I'm going to show you why this is a lot, guys. Let me show you the last time I can find a bullish 12-hour cross and what it did. Let's see. I already prepared this. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting more prepared. Okay. So look, this is the last time that we did a bullish cross on a 12-hour time frame. If I don't stop spitting coffee on my keyboard, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, it's my mustache. Okay. Hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, anyways. So, last time we bullish crossed on the 12-hour time frame, ironically enough, $35,000 was where we did it. Now look at this move from where we crossed. Okay? This is where we crossed. That took us to our all-time high. I mean, we dropped below the 50 at 43, but really, at the very least, it took us to 58, and that is from $35,000. So let's just get an idea of what kind of percentage we could expect. What do you think, guys? 19 days, 20 days from now, you think we'll be 68% up? It's possible. It's possible. We got the bullish cross. So if you look at this fractal, bullish cross, boom, test. And I mean, look at where we're at. It just lines up so perfectly. Came back down. We've been sideways correcting. Potentially now we've found this bottom here, and we're looking, and boom, what do you know? We claim this resistance right here, previous resistance right above 39 at 39.2. to come back and kind of retest, maybe range around the area. But if we follow this fractal at all, we're in for a huge boost upwards towards the 200 moving average. Granted, in this fractal, the 200 was below us. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit because I'm getting intricate here. But so the last time we crossed it, the 200 was below us, meaning we were already in a bullish trend. But don't let that take away from the significance of a 12-hour bullish cross. That is a heavy indicator of a big move. Like I said, we may range around a little bit before taking off, but it's not going to surprise me one single bit to see 50,000 in the next. Let's just see what this candle range was again. About a month, 20 days to a month, something like that. So July 15th, July 10th, something like that. Maybe before. We've got resistance at 49, but 50K is where I'm looking at. Now on a daily time frame, everybody was so scared about this. Everybody calls this a death cross. This is not a death cross. This is a bearish cross. There's no such thing as a death cross. There's no such thing as a golden cross. It's a bullish cross and a bearish cross. There's such a thing as a golden ratio. And it is, guess what? Guess what the golden ratio is? The 618. That's the golden ratio of the Fibonacci. 382 is also a great number. But trading in between these ranges is a great idea. These are large fibs, so this is a huge range. I mean, you're trading from 28K to 42K, but, you know, we damn near did it. We went from, you know, right at, we went from 30K to 42K. So more like trading this 0.5. Once we established support of this 0.5 fib range, right at 34,700, that's a great time to long to the 0.382 around 42K. And that's our daily 200 moving average as well, 42,000 right there, 42,500 to be exact. CCI looks great on the daily. RSI is starting to dip down a little bit, so kind of re-supporting my trading sideways idea. But look at this. We're back above the daily 20. That is bullish. $38,200 is where that support comes in at, and that is one of the first things I look for when I look at a coin. Let's take a look at here. First off, let me just show you the power of Fibonacci extensions. So I took an extension for this trade from down at the bottom of this candle, where I believed the impulse wave of wave one started, right? So from here to the top of this candle to the bottom, right? I can actually just redraw it for you guys so you can see how to do this, because this worked amazingly. You want to make sure your magnet's on. So boom, one to the top and then to the bottom of where this wave two pulled back, right? And this projects where we should go up. Now, how do we use this? We look for the 1.618, and after that, we look for the 2.618. We also do take into consideration the 1.272 and the 2.272. Okay? Now, from this extension, we drop down, but guess what? 1.618 was hit, and we actually struggled. 25, struggled at it. It met the 200 moving average, and it dropped down below back towards the measured move at 24.65, caught support on the 20 EMA, and we've fully completed the target in ETH. This was almost a 1-to-3 setup. Came pretty close to hitting stop loss, but never did. This was the entry from right below the 382, right at 2370, and stop loss was 2290. Target being right at 2590 area, 2580, 85. Okay, so we wicked that target, but guess what? Guess where we found some resistance? Right around the 2.618 at 2621. So these two candles right here, this one going up and this one coming down. You can see the dots when I highlight it. 1, 2, 3. That told us just from here, this projection, this Fibonacci trend-based fib extension, this trend-based fib extension, let me get super proper with you guys, showed us where to look out for resistance and where to expect to see this move go to. Always look for the 1.618 and then the 2.618. And it followed it quite well. So, is this still relevant? Yes, it's still relevant, guys. We can see that we have support right around 25.25, which matches right here with the 50 MA at 25.23. The 1.272 is 24.90, which matches the 200 MA. So yeah, this is important stuff. This is how I like to use the Fibonacci extension, is by finding what I believe is the first wave in a wave set. You could do it over here as well. Just going to show you guys. I'm going to go and delete this. I don't need to keep all my long setups. All right, so once again, it's the trend-based fib extension. Now, right here, where do I think the first wave is, right? Roger that. Oh, let's see. So from here, we hit our 1.618 at 2602. Almost hit the measured move 1 to 2. See, because our measured move, which is where we drew it from, right? That's our 1. So our measured move is to 2645. We almost hit it. Fell a little short at 2634. And we don't have a number in between here, because I pretty much just pay attention to the 1.618. So from right here, if I drew this and I was getting ready to enter, first place I would look to take profit is the 1.618. And then I would put my resistance here. Okay, so let me go ahead and I was kind of went on a tangent to teach you guys a little bit about technical analysis, because I know, I update the market every day in Telegram, and that's what this is as well. It's just so you can see and everything too. But I like to add little bits of TA knowledge here and there. But our daily forecast on the 4-hour, Bitcoin's looking to retest this 39K area potentially. We've got a bullish cross coming up on the 4-hour, right around that area. So if we hold this bull flag pretty much right around 39, we can look to bounce from there. ETH on a 4-hour time frame just got a bullish cross. I'm going to delete this Elliott wave because it's irrelevant. Support around 2519 and 2500. So we can look to long ETH from around the 2525 to 2500 level. So basically right now, New York session started about a half an hour ago. We're looking at retest, takeoff. That's what I see for today. We're bullish. Let's check the Dixie right quick. Dominance went up close to 46. Now pull back, still moving up. Let's look at it on an hourly. It seems to be heading higher. Bitcoin is a big focus right now. That's why I have about 50% of my account in Bitcoin. All right, so see if the dollar is going to come mess with us today. I can't talk. It's above the 236. You know what's funny is recently the US dollar, the Dixie, has been looking a lot like Bitcoin. Here we have a giant flagpole. And it's kind of just waiting to move. It's stuck. I mean, it's as Connor has said multiple times, it's very range bound. Right here is a great bullish cross, though. If you're trading Forex and you see this in the Dixie, long the Dixie or long the dollar to the euro and everything else in between. On the 4 hour, this is our main support, 90 cent essentially. Below that, I mean, it's 90.50. So below that, our main support is around 90.30. On a daily level, we've wicked resistance at 967 and daily support at 90.25. So Dixie really not in play. Really, we're kind of just waiting for retest takeoff. I'll draw out right quick what I think is going to happen. And we could go a little flat, you know, but something like that is what I see in the cards for today. And once we break this fib, this 382, now we're looking towards really 50K. I mean, we've got some resistance at 45. But I'm telling you that right there is powerful. Come back down and test this level 39.2. Look, I'll throw a long setup on it. We're going to take it all the way up. I'm going to take it all the way up to 50K. Magnet's not wanting to help us out, but that's okay. All right, there we go. And that's a 1 to 4. Let's say we want to be a little bit better protected than that. So 1 to 3.28. This is recommended for spot. If you're not in yet and you're looking for an entry to Bitcoin, here you go. If you are in, like Marvin, good friend of mine, Re-Raise, Ace, he's in the group. He's already like 50% in to Bitcoin, and I was explaining to him dollar cost averaging and how you can do it both ways. And this would be a great way to kind of average your entry as we continue upwards by buying dips. And that's kind of what I mentioned yesterday was buy dips and pullbacks in Ethereum and Bitcoin, really in everything. But specifically, those two are the main two I'm watching right now. It's the main two I think the market's watching. Really, frankly, I think Bitcoin. You know, as bullish as I am on some of these other projects, and even with them having some news coming out, stuff like that, all eyes are really on Bitcoin. Because it's going to take the rest of the market with it. That's just how it goes. That's how it always goes. It always goes Bitcoin first, then, you know, F and large cap alts, and then mid cap alts, and then small cap alts. Some will pop off because all different altcoins have different setups. And some of the setups look really juicy, and then some of them look like shit, and they need, you know, a little while to get ready and get a good setup looking, you know. But yeah, plenty of support around this area, around 3,900. If you get a chance to get a long end 3,900 in Bitcoin, I would take it all day, especially in spot. In futures, you might want to definitely control your risk, manage your risk pretty well. I don't think I saw any requests. I know T's in the chat, or T's in the trading view with this being valid. And the last time he posted one of these, it smashed, so don't sleep on it. I don't know, it might not even make it down to 39K. So let's look at that option right quick. So on 30-minute, small little baby bearish cross, not much. Could push it down towards maybe like 39,700, 39,500. You could ladder your entries from 39,700 down to 3,900. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Let me try and kind of recreate his drawing here. 30-minute. And that is on Binance, okay. Some jazz for you while I draw. No candle bodies closed underneath. Currently, we're good. 39,970 when it was chilling. 39,885. Yeah, this looks like the same bottom trend line. It might get broke. Does that mean that's the end of the world? No. Does that mean this is not going to be valid? No, that's not what that means. Okay, yeah, it's got the red on it. Okay, yeah, we're dropping beneath this trend line, no question. Draw one from the top. So this is kind of what he's looking at. And yeah, we're breaking through. Of course, it could be a wick. We have 25 more minutes before close. And wicking through a trend line is totally different than a full candle body closure. It's literally the difference between invalidation and validation. So as long as this candle body comes back up and closes within this trend line's fine. And weeks from it, we've got 1, 2, 3 touches to the upside. So totally valid upside trend line, totally valid downside trend line. It's just it might break below it. If we look on a 4-hour time frame, you know, it's a relatively small trend line, obviously. Hourly actually opened underneath it. This might be incorrect. I might be drawing this incorrectly compared to his. We'll see. I don't know. I think his matched this hammer right here, but I fixed it to where it's now valid for the hourly currently. And it kind of shows where we could end up, which is 39,700. So as 39 is possible, so is something like this. Right? So that's still a possibility. Then, of course, we do have our other possibility. A little something like that. So we could either basically bounce off this support around 39,700 and just take off, or we could retest around 39K and then look to take off. But either way, I'm extremely bullish. I did take the Ethereum short that Haxi posted. It was counter trend, but I could see what he was seeing. Counter trend trades are extremely dangerous, but I know that Haxi is pretty into Elliott Wave. And if you can count the waves in the market, it will do you a lot of good. I'm going to try and start incorporating at least very simple Elliott Wave theory into our group. Because my goal for everyone is to be able to trade on your own. I have no problem giving signals, and I have no problem with everybody growing wealth together. But I think it's much more beneficial if you can learn to trade on your own. Not saying that I'm not going to be here, but you know, I as soon as I got to the point where I could trade on my own, granted, I over traded, so don't make that mistake. I made that mistake. But that's the only thing about learning to trade on your own is once you learn to trade on your own, don't take every trade. If you trade my strategy that I've taught to you, just be patient and wait. And as you can see, it will come to you. The trades will come if you just pay attention. You know, obviously there's ways to cut down your screen time, but frankly, with these EMA crosses, it is very hard to cut down on your screen time. I'm going to try, since nobody's watching this. By the way, guys, if anybody is watching this stream is over. I am now officially just trying to find new ways to make alarms for bullish crosses and bearish crosses, because that will be next level if I do. So bullish for the day on Bitcoin. Could pull back to around 39.7K or around 39K. Watch out for those buy zones. Always think risk management. Always trade safely. Never over risk. Okay, so in this situation, if I was going to set it basically to tell me 20 EMA crossing up, oh, there we go. Boom. Holy crap. So this will actually work. Oh, wow. I wish I would have known this a minute ago. So this is bullish cross. This is achievement unlocked right here. So what I did here is I went to condition. You know what? I'm gonna mess with this a little bit more. And I'm kind of realizing that I'm giving away some ish if people are paying attention, which doesn't really matter. They still have to learn how to trade it on their own. And the only people that are really watching this are in the group. So, and it's at the very end of the video. So if you caught the Easter egg, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. Either way, achievement unlocked. I will let everyone know more about that as soon as I test it out and everything, give it a back test. All right, so to recap right quick for you guys, 39.7 to 39,200 is where I'm looking for a nice bounce in Bitcoin. Remember, the reason why I am so bullish in BTC is we have a 12-hour cross, bullish cross that is. Obviously, when it did cross, that was right here. It helped push us up to 41, but that's all right. That's all right. We still going. This is a very bullish pattern. This looks really good. So basically, here's our two options. Take off, which looks like we're doing right now, or come down, retest, and take off. All right, guys. Hope everyone has a great day. Haxie, I don't know if you're not watching this. You're not in here. But good job on the S call. I don't think it's going to hit target. I've already moved profit or moved stop into profit, and I took majority. I took 75% at 25.51. So, but good stuff, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Peace.